What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, check out the last couple of videos. I built a 2016 Toyota Tacoma, did a bunch of work to it and talked about some of the mods. I recently sold it and just bought a 2003 Toyota 4runner. So this video is going to be about why I sold that Tacoma and bought the 4runner instead. Today we're just out driving around. It's a Sunday and we're checking out some new trails. I've got the dogs in the background, Luna's little head. So I'm letting my girlfriend drive. She loves driving this 4runner. So we're gonna head out into the woods and see what we find. Before we dive too deep, I wanna introduce the 2003 Toyota 4runner. So the vehicle is a 2003 Toyota 4runner. It has a 3-inch Toyota lift with the SPC upper control arms. It's sitting on 35-inch Kenda Clever tires. I actually really like those so far. It also has sliders, custom front bumper, the typical Amazon fog lights, and the ditch lights. I also went ahead and put on the Prinsu rack. I think it looks really clean and it's a great fitment overall. I also went with the limited edition package because it had the leather seats, it had the dual climate, and overall it just felt like it was a better, more luxurious vehicle. And of course I had to get the sport hood to make it all look good aesthetically. So we found this random road. We were gonna drive down it, but the dogs are super amped up, so we need to let them run around a little bit. It's kind of sketchy here, a little icy, but we're gonna take you guys along for the journey, and then we'll talk about why I switched to this vehicle. Okay, so we're back in the car. We're gonna just dive right into it, and I'm gonna start by doing it in a list. Number one is the power of the V8 4runner specifically. So the 3rd gen Toyota Tacoma, it's a great truck overall. A lot of people buy it for the reliability and the off-road capabilities, and I agree they're great trucks overall. But anytime you add weight, including 33-inch tires or towing anything, or once you start loading things down, the gearing seems so high that you just don't have enough power. The transmission's constantly shifting, and I just got to the point where I couldn't drive it anymore. And that brings us to number 2. Before we go into transmission, I just want to add, you can re-gear the Tacoma. A lot of people do that and that helps a lot, but overall just the power that's in the truck, I just really didn't like it, and the V8 4runner, once you drive it, it's just a night and day difference. So number 2 is a super quick one. It's the transmission. If you've driven the 3rd gen Tacomas, they are just absolute trash in terms of how they shift. You can tune them, all kinds of things. I talked about all this in the last couple of videos, but just short and simple, the transmissions on the V8 4runner specifically, it's tight, it's simple, it's super reliable, and I just love the overall feel of this truck. So number 3 is more of a preference between just a 4runner and a Tacoma. It's not really specific to the 4th gen 4runner, but this is all just preference. Like in my truck, I really wanted to keep things dry, so I got the camper shell, but no matter what you do, they're not designed to have the coverage. So whatever I did, it leaked a little bit of water. It was never fully weatherproof. So it's just nice to have this cab. And one of the best parts about the 4runners is you hold this down and you got this back window. It's just so awesome. It's really useful in all kinds of different situations. You can put bikes out of it. I usually have a bike rack, but if you really need it and you're in a pinch, you can do that. The dogs absolutely love it. And you have easy access if you need to grab things. And overall, it's just a great addition to have on your car, especially if you're overlanding or just have a lot of equipment that you want to keep protected. Number 4, I'm just gonna package it into the interior. It's a super old truck, 2003, but I think they did a great job with the overall luxury inside. So we'll flip the camera around and I'll kind of show you. So one huge part that I haven't seen in a lot of Tacomas and trucks is this cup holder. Like, this is a massive bottle. Like, how many cars do you actually see where you can actually fit a full bottle in there? Going off of that, so I have dual climate on here, which is really nice. My girlfriend's always pissed off about it being too cold or too hot.
Not true.
I can adjust my side, you have passenger side and the driver's side. And overall, I mean, it's not the best looking, but it's still pretty clean. So last but not least, number 5, I'm just gonna package it all into the overall build quality. You hear people say it all the time, trucks just aren't built the way they used to be. And I would agree, like, the 2016, all the brand new Tacomas, they still have drum brakes. On the 4Runners, you get disc brakes, and this is a 2003. And overall, it just feels a lot more reliable, and it feels like it's something that I can trust long term. The 4.7 V8 was one of the most reliable motors they've ever built. I'm at 207,000 right now, and it's still going strong. I wouldn't hesitate to drive it across country. These dogs, man. Sorry about the dog noise. So along with all this is the overall cost too. With my 2016 Tacoma, I sold it for almost $30,000, somewhere around there. This one I bought for, I probably have about 14,000 into it. So I was able to put a lot of money aside, and I actually bought a separate project car, which is a 2012 diesel BMW. Before you fully knock it, wait until the next video. I really love this car and I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. So that being said, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for some more videos. The next video is gonna be 5 things I love about this 4Runner. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.